Hello, my name is Kathy Walters, and I'm going to be your instructor for HO 100, Introduction to Medical Terminology Online. So I've created this YouTube to get you acquainted with our course website in Moodle, and also MindTap, the software that you'll register with to complete the coursework for the class. And so let's scroll down, and this area right here, please start here. You're already watching this YouTube. And so let's go ahead and go into the course syllabus. And so we'll scroll through that. This is a little bit of information about the course, and then my contact information, my email, and then my office hours are Monday, Wednesday, 1 to 3 p.m. I'm in building 30, room 206. And if you are contacting me via email, which is no problem, I'm great about responding to email, be sure to identify your name and the course so I'm able to help and recognize you quicker and get back to you, because I have many classes and many students. Here's the required materials for the course and the student registration URL, which I also have on Moodle. And so it's the 8th edition. You can either purchase directly from Cengage. You can get the textbook plus the MindTap access, or the standalone access with the ebook. It's your choice. It's entirely up to you. And then I just want to show here also that a USB headset with smartphone earbuds with inline mic works the best for your pronunciation quizzes. And also in the introduction area of MindTap, there's help on how to download the MindTap app approach, the MindTap app for pronunciation, which I'll show you. And I think students have given me feedback that they find the pronunciation app to be really useful, and kind of works best with Google Chrome. So there's a little bit of info there, and then here is what it looks like right when you get into MindTap, which I'll talk about a little bit further. And so I just want to go through a few other things here on the syllabus, a little bit about the instructional methodology, and then academic integrity, the student code of conduct, and then resources available with regards to Tutor Central, library, and then the student help desk, which can help you with your device or network issues, different and other than Cengage and MindTap, and then a little bit about class participation, and then my late policy. I do not accept late work. So please be sure that you're mindful of due dates, getting on more than once a week is important with online attendance. So let me just talk a little bit further about online attendance, and here's the learning outcomes for the course. To wait until Sunday evening to do the work of each week is not a success recipe, for many reasons. Number one, if you wait till late on Sunday evening, if you have a technical issue, you may be out of luck, and that is not a reason for not submitting your work. Two, if you do have an issue and you need to email me on Sunday evening late, it's likely I won't get back to you. And then lastly, with regards to if you run into a technical issue, why then you may have to contact Cengage, and so it poses a lot of problems with regards to making sure that you're able to get your work done properly and completely and adequately, giving yourself time with an isolated time frame to work at home when you're doing these particular exercises. And then this is my grading policy, which is just in alignment with LCC's grading policy, and then online attendance. And then right here it says, please scroll to the next pages for the course sequence of assignments. And so here is where I have the entire course laid out. So not only is it here on the last pages of the syllabus, which I would recommend to you to print separately and have that as a reference, but it's a duplicate of what's going to be in Moodle as well, and I'll go through that in just a minute. So here each week you're going to have various different things to complete. All right, so you're going to have a learning lab, a pronunciation quiz, and then learning exercises. And so you can see the point breakdown there. And there's plenty of other things that you can do within MindTap. These are the things that are graded, that are listed here. And then at the end of week 2, there's also a word part review, so don't forget about that. And then the entire course is listed here. So you do 14 chapters, and then the final you'll be taking actually in Moodle. Okay, so that's the syllabus. So let's go back here, and we'll just go back to our website. Now here are all of the resources you're going to need to set up your account in MindTap. So here's the URL, and then after registration you can use this link. And then here's the tech support information for Cengage. And then here is information on how to access your MindTap account. And then a little bit more about the headset. And then the mobile app, or the pronunciation app. And then here is an actual video on walking you through how to go ahead and create your account. And then some other resources here with regards to MindTap. And then this is dealing especially with the pronunciation assessment software. So that is worth taking a look at as well. The instructor news and announcement forum is where I will send announcements. It's a forced subscription where if I have finished grading something or if I have anything to report as far as announcements. The course questions and student connection forum is simply an area where if you have something you want to share about the course, or if you've gone to additional resources that I have each week and you might want to share something relative to that. If your concern is of a personal nature, you're better off just emailing me. And then I can get back to you. And then these two links are online courses for me, and tutoring services are available. And then here's some other resources with regards to pronunciation. And then there's an online medical dictionary for How'd You Say and Medline Plus. So those are resources available. And then basically just taking you through each week in Moodle. It's set up very similarly. I list the title of the chapter, the objectives, and then what's due. So the first week for this spring quarter ends April 8th. And read the course syllabus, get your MindTap account set up. Here's the video on how to use MindTap. And then here is what is necessary to complete for the grade. And I'll show you this in MindTap in just a minute. Okay, but the quick check activities for Chapter 1 are 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and 1.10. And then the pronunciation quiz for Chapter 1 in the Learning Lab. And then here, there's a PowerPoint that you'll see. And then these are going to be hidden until the weeks are over with. But these are just placeholders. You don't need to worry about these at all, but these are placeholders that I use to put your grades in Moodle for what you received in MindTap. And so the PowerPoints are also helpful to go through as an overview. So for those of you that are not familiar with forums, I want to go into the forum here. And this has to be done by Thursday evening of the first week. And so it says, hello, please post to the class forum an introduction of yourself to your colleagues and address the following. And please type your name in the subject text box, and then please answer the following questions in the message text box. Why are you taking the course, your academic goals, and then any experience that you have with health information management, health information technology, healthcare system, and anything else you'd like to share. So I'm just going to do this very quickly. So you click right here where it says add a new discussion topic. And then what happens is you get an open window. And so here is the subject line. So here it says, please type your name in the subject text box. So I'm going to type my name. Whoop, get caps lock on there. Okay. And then please answer the following questions in the message text box. So then I'm going to click down here. I'm going to type all my answers. And then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, post a forum. And then you get a confirmation that it's been successfully posted, and then you still have 30 minutes if you want to go in and edit anything. So that's the forum for any of you that are interested in or not familiar with how the forum works. All right. So let's go ahead and now I'm going to take you into what our account looks like in MindTap. Okay. So this is what it looks like when you first open up, and so this is the course objectives. And so it takes a minute to load, and you can take a look at that if you wish to. Anytime that you're in something and you want to back out, you're over here to the right-hand side, and then you hit Close Activity. Okay, and then this is information about the downloading of the MindTap mobile app for pronunciation. And so I want to take you into what Chapter 1 looks like, so you get familiar with what each chapter looks like. And so it's super duper important for you to be able to remember that when you open things or you collapse things, then certain aspects of the chapter are visible. So, for example, right now I have chapter 1 open. If I wanted to collapse that, I would click on this arrow right here, and then it takes me back to the main course. If I want to expand it, I click it, and then of course it comes open. Now, anytime you see something that's practice, you're welcome to go ahead and attempt and play around and look at it. And then when you see these folders, you've got to open them up. And then here is a ton of stuff that you can use to help enforce what you're learning. And then you scroll down, and then here's the chapter homework, the test yourself, and then using of abbreviations. And then if you scroll down a little bit further, here's another folder for the quick check exercises. Okay? And then you need to scroll down, and then under each folder, there's areas where you've got to click further. I get a ton of emails from students saying, oh, I didn't see the quick check exercises. Okay, so I want you to pay very close attention here. When you open these up, this is where the quick check activities are. And then when you click on them, then it loads. Okay, and it takes a minute, and you know, when you're first beginning, it takes the buffering. And then here is where the activities are, and then you click on them. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back out for a second. And I'm going to close this back up. So you've got to go down to this folder here, all right, where it says Quick Check, and you've got to click that open, and then you have these activities, okay? And again, if you click that again, it collapses them, okay? And then if you click it, it expands them. So this is where the Quick Check activities are always going to be located, okay? All right. And then the graded activities are what you're doing down here. All right, so this folder right here is what counts towards your grade each week. Everything else is just extraneous exercises to help reinforce what you're learning. Okay, so here's the pronunciation quiz. Here's the learning lab, and that takes a little bit of time. That's why you get the most points for the learning lab. And then here are the quick check activities that are graded. All right, and so then again, it's the same thing. You've got to scroll down, and then you click them, and then they become visible. So this notion of collapsing and expanding folders is very important, and you make sure that you follow the syllabus, you follow what I list each week in Moodle, and I think you'll be fine with regards to navigating through, and then again you can close them up. Okay? So, and then if I want to go back to the main course, then it takes me back out. So I think I've probably forgotten something, but at least you've gotten a little bit of exposure of how MindTap works. Feel free to email me. I wish you the best in this upcoming quarter, and I'm looking forward to learning about medical terminology once again with all of you, and I look forward to seeing you virtually in a couple of days. All right. Thank you.